Hello everyone and welcome back. So I went on what I thought would be an amazing deal on an iMac G3 off of OfferUp that cost $9. And I did get that iMac. And I also got this Apple Studio display, filthy, has a broken stand, but it probably works. That keyboard, and this bag of stuff down here, which I'll get into later. But then the guy also went into his basement and dug out 3 old desktops. We got 2 Pentium 4 machines as well as a Celeron here. So we got a Dimension 4700. It's dirty but looks fine. We got this HP Pentium 4 here, Pavilion 552W. It's missing the power supply, but I have a spare rust bucket PSU in this bag that may be the one it came with, but it's a real rust bucket, so I don't know if it even works. And then this is a Inspiron 530. Not missing parts. It's a Vista machine, but it has a rusty PSU, so we'll have to see if it works. And all these overall are pretty beat up, but if even one of these works, or even if I can just get parts, holy crap. I paid the guy $10 more for this thing. He didn't ask for it, I just did, so that makes a $19 tech lot. So what we're going to do today is we're going to start by testing the iMac, which was advertised as working. And then we'll go through and test these 3 desktops, and finally we'll finish off with the studio display and the stuff that's in that bag. So let's get started. Well, I did get accessories and power cables and stuff with the iMac. I think for now I'm going to take my current iMac G3, a 350 megahertz Blueberry, and just use its stuff. So I'm going to unplug this, unplug power, and just carry it out. And then I'll grab the graphite, lovely beast of an iMac, and put it up. This one's heavier. So, what model of iMac is this? Well, I don't know. That was not advertised. But from doing some guesswork and consulting Mac Tracker, this could be anything from an iMac DVSE, basically the high-end version of my Blueberry, to a summer 2001 iMac, which is the newest model they made. I'm hoping it's that one. And that hope has been raised by the fact that the keyboard I got with it is from 2002. Likely that is the original keyboard this came with. Meaning that, hey, this thing's probably the 2001 model. So, let's get it plugged in. Seller did say this thing was locked with a passcode. So, I might have to pop a disk in the drive to restore that. That's the CD drive, I think. Oh, there's a light reflection. Here we go, OS 10. Let's see if I can move this. We've got some sort of patterning on the screen, but it looks alright. That is one noisy hard drive. I might upgrade it. I have a 40 gig drive I can put in here. All this stuff smells like musty basement, by the way. Alright, we got Tiger. The latest version this can run. Now, what we're going to do is boot this thing into single user mode so we can reset the password. Just gotta look up the key combination to do that. Command S. The speakers sound okay, but then again, my Blueberries did when I first got it, and then they later disintegrated further. We'll have to see. These iMac G3s have 2 very common problems. The first is... there we go. The first is that they will have eject issues on the optical drive, and then the second is that the speaker foam will disintegrate. Well, that didn't work. I think I got the wrong one for this version. There's another way. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? Since that doesn't seem to work, I'm going to boot into an OS 10 Tiger CD to try to do this instead. Because I can't find the command right now. So let me go get that. Let's hope this drive doesn't eat my disk. There's a disc in there. That's the sound. Oh boy. There's already a disc in the drive. Well, I guess we can safely assume this thing suffers from the eject issue. What? 4, it's a Marvel movie. Oh, that is destroyed. Hopefully that's not the drive. Alright, let's hold down Option. I don't like how that laser sounds. It's probably filthy in there. Oh, okay. Seeing the condition of those other PCs that assumingly were stored in the same place as this iMac, did not make me inspire any confidence in the performance of the CD drive, but so far it seems to work. So I'll give it a second, and while it's booting, I'll give this a quick once-over. Alright, now quickly, before this optical drive kicks the bucket, let's get this install back up and running. I can obviously do a new install if I have to, but I want to at least see what's on this install first. So here we can reset the password. Mac OS 10, and enter a new password. Oh, 10.3? 10.3.9. Okay, so this is actually Panther, not Tiger. Interesting. Good thing this disc worked. I have a Panther CD as well, so I can use that. I don't know if this is a DVD-ROM drive, so until I can confirm that, I'm just gonna use CDs instead of DVDs. I have an official copy of Tiger on DVD. Hopefully the basement smell of this will go away at some point. I mean, I'm in a basement right now, but my basement doesn't smell this bad. Alright, there we go, that worked. What treasures lie here? Ah, they have dock set to auto-hide. They have cereal box on here. That's like, I think, some kind of pirate tool. The dock isn't loading in. The volume name is just Mac OS 10. Oh! Alright, so we got Quark Express, we got Adobe Creative Suite 1, Firefox, that's Office X, Transmit, that's probably a torrent client, and Toast Titanium, I don't know what Suitcase is. This looks like all stuff that I'd install, though, besides Transmit. Like, I have, it's funny, on my other iMac I have Office 2004, not X, but I have CS1. Yeah, that's all. So, these are judging by serial box, these are probably all pirated copies, but I don't care, this software's all old anyway. Oh yeah, that's a skull. Like, come on. Oh, SB2. I don't know what any of this stuff does, so I'm just gonna... well, let's do that. I'm just gonna finally check. Is this the 600 megahertz? 400! Alright, so this 640 megs of RAM, though. That's nice. So this is not a summer 2001 iMac. Time to check Mac Tracker. Figure out what model this is.
Welcome.
Yeah, cracking guide. Yeah, this stuff's all piracy stuff. That's funny. Alright, so my guess is that this is an iMac DVSE then, because of the 400 megahertz. Let's check Mac Tracker real quick. Could do a serial number check probably. So the DVSE, yeah, 400 megahertz. There's also a summer 2000 model. That could be anything from 350 to 500 megahertz. There's the early 2000 model, and there wasn't 400 megahertz graphite. And then all the ones from summer 2001 are either 500 or 600. So this is a DVSE from either 99 or 2000, I think. There's a serial number. I'll have to wait. Can I? 9502. I don't know. You know what? Let's just go to the system profiler and then we can check the model. So we have. It doesn't tell us what, like, iMac blah comma blah. Come on. No, don't. Wait, ATA. I want to find what's the manufacturer of this hard drive. Quantum Fireball. Whoa, this is I don't have any Quantum Fireballs. 12. So this is a 13 gig drive, or 14, maybe 15 gig drive. So yeah, I probably want to update this. upgrade this. That's a screechy bearing. That Quantum has some screechy bearings, but yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this install on here. I don't see any reason why not to. Let's eject. And yeah, just like my Blueberry, it needs a bit of help, but that's to be expected. And yeah, this thing seems decent. I'm gonna open up iTunes. If there's any music in here, I want to get a copyright claim, but okay, yeah, this is empty. How much space is free on our drive? 6 gigs. Alright. Not bad. Yeah, I'm gonna shut this down for now, and we'll come back to it later. But it's time to test out our 3 desktops. But yeah, so far, so good. Alright, we are going to start with the desktop I think has the best chance of working, this Dimension 4700. Before I go ahead and just plug it in and turn it on, I'm just going to pop the cover off and just do a quick visual inspection. Checking for things like bulging or leaking caps and stuff like that. And also just making sure everything's there. Alright. This is a very tight set of caps here, but they all look good, although I don't know for sure because, hang on, one sec. Urgh. Whoa, it says a spot for dual hard drives, but it only has one installed. This is a Dimension 2400 board right here, and you can see there's some leaky caps. That's covered by this green heat shroud, so I'm gonna just pop this up. This board, they are surface mount. I'm actually scared to turn this on, it's so dusty. Ugh, all stenches of basement. Oh, there's one bulgy boy over here. It's not leaking yet. Oh, there's one leaking over here. Leaking from the top. So, in this state, we'll see if it turns on, but this might end up being a parts machine. But there's a FireWire card in here as well, so that's good. And I can, of course, replace the caps. Oh, there's another one. I blame the board for having so many capacitors in the capacitor plague. So at least we'll hopefully get a hard drive, some parts, and this FireWire card, and the board, of course, can be recapped at some point. So we'll have to see. The 2 that have ruptured and actually started leaking are both these ones that have like a sort of K pattern. So we'll have to see. I have to get this poor dustiness clean though off the top of this heatsink. Okay, good. It all comes off as a carpet. Good. I'm gonna throw this away. Ugh, disgusting. Ugh. I'm at least gonna get that now. We'll see if it turns on. It might not. I'm gonna clear space. I've got it in the corner. Let's do this. I'm gonna plug in power last because when the PRAM battery is dead on these, it'll often just fire right up. And plug in the PSU. Not a sound. Okay. It's beeping. Hard drive initialized. Diagnostic. Ugh. Basement smell. Diagnostic lights A and B are lit up. Oh! No, we don't have a display. That's because I unplugged it. So I gotta look up the dead Dell guide to see what A and B means. Hopefully it's just a RAM error or something like that. But with my luck, it's going to be general hardware failure. It's always general hardware failure, and that tells me nothing. Like, whenever I get bad... Okay, that just shut itself off. Like, I always get general hardware failure on any diagnostic sort of thing at all. Alright, I checked the dead Dell pages, and A and B being lit up means that memory modules are detected, but something went wrong with the memory, so we've got a memory failure. Alright, we're gonna come back to this, but I'm gonna test the other machines first. Let's give a warm welcome to the Rusty Inspiron. Is this held on? No. Okay. Ugh. Ew. Let's do a cap check. It's filthy, but a cap check does not immediately identify any red flags. SATA cable came unplugged on this hard drive. It's present though, probably a Seagate or Western Digital. God, this is the filthiest thing. My goodness. It's also missing RAM. And it looks like there's like rust spots on the RAM as well. I don't know if I have high hopes for this one. I hate to say it. But we'll give it a test to see if it at least gives us some RAM beeps. Does this use DDR2? Probably. I'm gonna get some sticks. Probably won't work, but we'll see. Here we go. We got some DDR2 533. This is a gigabyte. I don't know about this one, but I'm gonna give it a fair try. Ugh. You know, I'm just leaving this cover off. It's too disgusting. Ugh. Alright, this thing doesn't have PS2, so I'm gonna have to not use a keyboard for now, but it has VGA, so I'll plug that in. Let's see if it posts. That VGA connector feels really loose. Come on, Rusty power supply. There's a light on it. Let's see. Oh no. The dreaded orange light of death. This might be a power-related issue. This is the saddest one of them all. I've been going in order from least sad to most sad. These are the most sad. This one's missing a power supply. Ugh. The cartridge will be lying inside this guy. A hard drive, and no obviously leaky caps. Could there be hope? Nah, I'm just kidding. There is no hope. Never. Modem card. That's pretty standard. The RAM's unplugged. What stick is this? Ugh. One sad stick of RAM. 256 megs. This cable's just wanting to fall out. Oh, that's a grounding cable. The end of it looks like it's been torn apart. This is definitely the saddest one so far. I think this is an Asus board. No caps that are bad on it though, that look to be bad at least. I'm gonna plug the RAM back in. We'll see if it works. I need to find the PSU plug on it though. I'll get an ATX supply in here and see if it works. Oh, this is incompatible RAM, isn't it? No, I think I might have just typed it in the wrong way. There we go. This one's the least dusty of them all. Let me grab that rust bucket supply. Ugh. Are we ready? Oh my god. The fan's running. Both of them are. No display though. What? The hard drive in this thing is rather curious looking, so I want to see what model it is real quick. Ugh. I might have to pop the front panel off. We'll see. Oh! Aha! Clever, clever. This is a Samsung hard drive as well, I can tell that much. And there's Oh, you're not seeing any of this. This, I don't know. There's like a tab, and this thing slid out like this. So that's rather clever design. Again, the thing I always say about these weird proprietary-looking desktops is they're all really easy and well made to take apart if you know how to take them apart. The hardest part is figuring that out. But once you do, it's easy. There we go. Samsung Spin Point. I don't have any of these Samsung drives. This is my first Samsung hard drive. I'll have to test to see if this thing works. Looks like it probably does. But the computer doesn't. Anyways, I'm going to go back to the Dimension now, since that seems like the one that I have the best chance of getting working. But I also got to test this drive out. Sweet. And that, everybody, is all I will be showing for today of that recording, because if I showed you everything else that I recorded and everything else that I tried to get it to work, to get any of this stuff to work, this video would be like over an hour long, and I don't want to do that. I want to just cut it here. TLDR, too long didn't read, even though it doesn't really make sense in this context, is I couldn't get any of the desktops to work, and it's been a few months since I recorded that, and I've since sent the HP and the Dell Inspiron off to e-waste after harvesting any useful parts. The Dell Dimension 4700 I'm keeping because I'm going to try to recap it at some point, and then if that doesn't fix it up, then that's also going off to e-waste, and I've reclaimed any useful parts out of them. So yeah, that's it for that. I don't want to look through the old clip of me looking through everything in that bag, so I'll just say I got a couple random old cables and stuff, nothing really interesting, as well as a Apple USB keyboard, the white version of the Pro keyboard. It's like, this is a different one, but it's like this style. I actually have two of these now. But yeah, that was my first one, and both need a lot of restoration work, as you could tell from the condition of that one. But I also got an Apple Studio display with the broken stand. I tested it, it does work. It's just missing the stand, and it's filthy, and it had some like splotches in the screen where I assumed there was some water damage. But it does work, and hopefully I can clean that up at some point. It's over off frame. And not much to see, it's just a studio display. And other than that, there was this lovely Microsoft trackball, and this works. I'm using it with a graphite iMac, so that's cool. And really, that's it. I'm going to end this video here in the interest of saving a lot of time in editing for something most people probably wouldn't watch anyway, because it would just be far too long. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I got another huge tech haul recently that I'm excited to show, and that video will hopefully be a lot shorter because I don't think I recorded quite as much. And yeah, that one, the new one, is actually a lot better than this old one that I thought I wouldn't be able to top anyway. So I'm excited to get that video out soon. It may not be the next video you see, but it'll be one of the next. Anyways, that's going to be it. I will see everybody next time. Goodbye. Oh yeah, and one last thing, I did upgrade the hard drive in the graphite iMac to that 60GB Samsung that I got out of the HP desktop. All the hard drives worked, the one out of the Dell Inspiron had a few bad sectors, but they all work. Anyways, that's going to be it. See everyone next time. I hope you enjoyed, and that's it. Bye.